Trump train, Trump train, Trump train. Trump comes back fighting at Madison Square Garden in New York City. You already know what time it is. Sorry, Charlie. I had to deal with a technical issue, right? All right, now, so Trump is about to speak. You know what I mean? Vivek is on stage. We at Madison Square Garden. Sorry, Charlie. I had to deal with. I got some people on the ground. Hopefully, Lansky taps in with us in a little while. Let's get to it.
And this does not feel like second place energy in here tonight.
But sure don't.
I had a friend of mine, smart guy. He's a billionaire.
Look at that crowd, man. Madison Square Garden. It's packed out there.
Are you guys wasting your time in New York?
And he ain't got Beyonce.
Going to a swing state. You want to know what I told him? I said, welcome to 2024 New York. 24 New York is a swing state.
That's right. That's right. We about to flip New York upside down, baby.
I got a message for Kamala Harris tonight. We're feeling the joy in New York City tonight, aren't we?
Hello. We feeling the joy, baby.
And the only celebration bigger than this one right now.
Man, this shit feel like Christmas to me, man. If you're on that Trump train early, type 1, double tap screen, get the likes up.
Back to the White House as your 47th president and commander-in-chief.
Hello.
And I'm looking around here. There's only one man who is going to be more happy than everybody else in this room when that happens. And that is going to be a man by the name of Joe Biden, actually. He is so pissed off about what they did to him. And, you know, he's thinking it, but I'm going to say it. Identity politics never works in America. When you select somebody on the basis of their race and their gender.
That boy Vivek is hardcore, bro.
Basis of their race and their gender. It always ends up being a disaster. And I'm actually talking about Tim Walz this time, by the way. It goes both ways. So listen up, guys. Last year, I became the youngest person ever to run for U.S. president as a Republican. And thank you. I appreciate that. And I'll tell you something about my generation. We are lost. We are hungry to be part of something bigger than ours.
Sidebar. Diddy might just caught him a break with the judge. The judge made a new ruling in this case. We also got something with Dirk, man. Dirk's situation might have just took a turn, man. Dudes are snitching on Dirk, man.
Yet we can't even answer what it means to be an American today. We're in the middle of a national identity crisis. Faith in God, patriotism, hard work, family. These things have disappeared, only to be replaced by wokeism and transgenderism, climatism, COVIDism, depression, anxiety, fentanyl, suicide. These are symptoms of a deeper void of purpose and meaning in our country. And right now, we need to step up.
None of that shit existed before when Trump was there.
Sir, what is it?
It wasn't as bad. It did exist, but it wasn't as bad.
2024. It means we believe in the ideals of 1776. It means we believe in merit, that the best person gets the job regardless of their skin color, that you get ahead in this country, not on the color of your skin, but on the content of your character and your contributions. That's why we're done with the woke DEI agenda. Bringing in meritocracy to America.
Talk that shit, bro.
It means we believe in the rule of law. And I say this as the kid of legal immigrants to this country. That means your first act of entering this country cannot break the law. And that is why if we've had the largest influx of illegals into this country in American history, we will have the largest mass deportation in American history. That is not racist or xenophobic. That
Send their ass home.
And for the rule of law in the United States of America. It means we believe in self-governance, that the people we elect to run the government, for God's sake, ought to be the ones who actually run the government, not unelected bureaucrats in the deep state that are running the show today. So you want another mass deportation? Let's get 3 million federal bureaucrats out of the D.C. bureaucracy.
You're fired. The fuck out.
And that saves the country.
How Beyonce, no freaky.
We have elections we can trust and believe in, and that means single-day voting on election day as a national holiday with paper ballots and government-issued ID to match the voter file.
Talk that shit.
The country after we win it this time by voting early. These are
if you're on that Trump train, type 1 in the motherfucking chat.
ideals that set this country into motion. We're in a war to revive them, and right now we need the commander-in-chief who will lead us to victory. That is your next president,
Not no weak-ass cokehead. We don't need no weak-ass cokehead. I'm going to prove that she's on coke today.
Trump. If you want to restore law and order in this country, vote Trump. If you want to grow the economy in this country, vote Trump. If you want to revive national pride in this country, vote Trump. If you want to stay out of World War III in this country, vote Trump. If you want to make America great again, vote Trump. I'm going to give you one more reason to vote Trump, and it's this. It's the one the media in the back, they won't talk about.
You can't fake this energy, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot fake this. You can't pay $2.5 million to get a bitch on your stage to twerk and get this energy. This is real energy, yo.
But they know it to be true. Donald Trump is actually the president who will unite this country, actually. And we don't talk about that enough. America First includes all Americans, regardless of their race, their gender, or their sexual orientation. Our message to Black Americans tonight is this. We want you, what we want for every American. Safe neighborhoods, good jobs, clean streets. A country where you are judged based on the content of your character, not the color of your skin or your political beliefs. That's the America.
That part.
Our message to gay Americans tonight is this.
Uh-oh.
You need to marry who you want, if you want, without the government standing in your way. But that doesn't mean that boys get to compete with girls in girls' sports, or you do genital mutilation and chemical castration on our children. Our message to every...
Hey, Vivek, you better be careful. Next, they're going to try to shoot you in your ear next, man. You better be careful, my brother.
Our message to every legal immigrant in this country is this. You're like my parents. But our message to every illegal immigrant, if you came legally, you get the same American dream that everybody else does. Work hard, get ahead, make contributions to this country, love the nation, and that's our message to legal immigrants. But our message to every illegal immigrant is also this. We will return you to your country of origin.
Ooh.
Not because you're all bad people, but because you broke the law. And the United States of America is founded on the rule of law.
Oh, they popping bottles at Madison Square Garden today.
Generation, the millennials, is this. You were sold a false bill of goods. You were told you become a gender studies major in California. Somehow that gets you a head start on the American dream when it hasn't worked out that way. Dead on your shoulders. The Iraq and Afghanistan wars. Yes, it's true you were lied to. But we can't just be cynical about our country because this is still the last best hope that we have in the free world. Right. And our message to Gen Z is this.
That's right.
You're going to be the generation that saves the country. You want to be a rebel?
Right.
18 years old, stand up on your college campus and call yourself a conservative. Be proud of it.
Right.
Say you want to get married, have kids,
That's
raise
right.
a family, and have a good job. That's how we win in America. We don't have to be this nation in decline. We are still on our way up. We're still that.
Double tap the screen, let's get the likes up. Or go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. If you're on that Trump train, type 1 or carrots in the chat.
Your own commitment, your own dedication, and that you know what? You are free to speak your mind at every step of the way. That is the American dream. That is what we are running to. And that is what we get when we send Donald Trump back to the White House this November. Thank you. God bless you and the great state of New York. And may God bless our United States of America. Thank you. God bless. Thank you, guys.
Oh, they got my girl Tulsi Gabbard in this bitch. Double tap the screen. Let's get lights up. Up next. I don't want to get hit for this. All right, Tulsi Gabbard's about to pull up. Yo, this nigga pulled out the big guns. No, ain't nobody twerking at this one, y'all. If y'all looking for the twerk fest, man, hit Kamala's line. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing that on this side over here. You know? No twerking, all right? Oh. Damn, Tulsi thick. Tulsi a little thick joint. She was giving us a problem when she was on the left. Woo! I'm glad she shitted on y'all, came fucking with us. Yeah, Tulsi Gabbard.
Join me as I say these words.
I like her just as much as Candace.
These truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, and that we are endowed by our Creator with—
Share this video, y'all. Double tap the screen, get the likes up. They'll send a bunch of motherfuckers up in here. Happy Sunday to y'all.
liberty and the pursuit of happiness. As we gather here today on—
If you're on that Trump train and you just got here through the vertical feed, type ones in the chat. Span the chat with ones.
That these very rights are under attack. So we face this historic crossroads where our freedom and our future is in our hands. There's never been a more clear choice in any election in my life, and our ability to live in a truly peaceful and free and prosperous country is on the line. I love you too. And it is that love that brings us together here today, that love for freedom, that love for our country and love for each other as fellow Americans, as children of God, that compels us to take action.
No cap and no disrespect, but this is a bad bitch.
Now, this choice that we have before us is very personal to me. I'm a lieutenant colonel in the Army Reserve. I've served now for over 21 years. I've deployed to different war zones 3 times over that period, and I've seen the cost of war.
All right.
For my brothers and sisters who paid the ultimate price, I carry their memories and their sacrifice in my heart every day. So this choice that we have before us as Americans is critical. It's important to us. It's important to those of us who serve, who have volunteered to put—
Democrats is punching at the air for losing Tulsi, I swear.
freedom of our country and our people, and it's critical to all of us. Here is the choice that we have. A vote for Kamala Harris is a vote for Dick Cheney, and it's a vote for war, more war, likely World War III and nuclear war.
And that ain't no joke.
A vote for Donald Trump is a vote for a man who wants to end wars, not start them, and who has demonstrated already that he has the courage and strength to stand up and fight for peace. A vote for Kamala Harris is a vote for open borders, where known violent criminals and Islamist terrorists are streaming across our borders, placing us at risk. A vote for Donald Trump is a vote for secure borders and safe communities, and a confidence that he will seek out those who seek to do us harm and get them out.
If you got here for the vertical feed, double tap the screen, get the likes up. We on that Trump train over here. We don't play no games. All right. Come in peace or leave in pieces.
Homelessness, and a vote for Donald Trump is a vote for economic prosperity and opportunity for
This is live,
every
y'all.
one of us as Americans. A vote for Kamala Harris is a vote for censorship and a complete erosion of our fundamental and constitutional rights and freedoms. A vote for Donald Trump is a vote for someone who will defend freedom and every one of our God-given rights that are enshrined in the Constitution and Bill of Rights. So the choice is ours. History will look back on us at this moment for the choice that we make. Did we choose war or peace? Did we choose?
Let me tell y'all people something right now. She's not lying, man. War or peace. If we let this woman up in there to run this country, bro, this shit is over with. All right. Now I know y'all been hearing a lot about BRICS. Brazil, Russia, I think India, South Africa, and whatever this other C is for. You know what I'm saying? There's way more countries online. There's countries that's with NATO that's trying to jump. This is like, to understand, in the positioning of the world, this is like half of the world that's Crips. You know what I mean? The other world decided to make the Bloods and put anybody down with it. Now, if you know, you know. Russia is in bed with China. China is in bed with Africa now. So Turkey and Algeria is ready to jump ship and get on deck with BRICS. What that means is this, right? They're about to collapse the dollar, all right? Because directly Putin is saying that we don't want to have nothing to do with the dollar being, you know what I mean, in our life anymore. We want to have a moneyless system. And that's what the fuck we're going to do. And if y'all get in the way, we're going to violate. Now, the first thing they did was send a bunch of fucking North Koreans to Ukraine. That's an act of war. They did it. They did it to push, basically, to a show of power. To let them know that, listen, whatever y'all was doing last week ain't going to be going on this week. Straight up. Double tap the screen, get the likes up, go to the top right, hit the 3 dots if that don't work for you. And if you're on that Trump train, let's get some ones in the chat list. Spam this chat with ones. Today is the most important rally that we have with Trump. Trust me when I tell you. New York, if we turn New York red, the whole country changes.
Poverty or prosperity?
Spam this motherfucking chat with ones if you're on the Trump train, if you're a Republican, you know what I'm saying? And if you for this new shit we got going on.
Did we choose censorship or freedom? Our freedom and our future is in our hands. We have just a few days left to complete this no-fail mission that we have before us to save our country. Nothing short of our future is on the line.
Right.
So now, just as we've gathered here today in this historic place and this historic time, we will gather together all across this country, people of every race, ethnicity, religion, and creed, to stand together and defend our freedom and ensure.
Double tap screen. Let's get the likes up real quick, right? That does wonders for the algorithm. They'll send this shit out to 1,000 people. If y'all double tap screen or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. We need to get the likes up. All right. Salute to everybody that's here. Happy Sunday.
Now is the time for us to send Donald Trump back to the White House to be the 47th president of the United States, where we can stand together and make America great again. Thank you so much. Let's get it done. Aloha.
Oh, I want to get hit for this, right? All right, so I see you in the fucking chat, right? You're gonna ask me if I'm voting for Trump. Okay, check it out. Do I want to vote for a fucking cokehead? They say, oh, she's not a cokehead. Well, why is she doing all of this then? Tell me why your girl is out here acting like she's on coke if she's not on coke. All right, check this out, y'all. This is embarrassing. We can't have somebody like this that can't control a fucking fluffy ass coke habit on TV, bro. This is embarrassing right here. Watch this. Double tap the screen, get the likes up, man. Somebody's about to be mad. I can smell it. I can smell it. They're gonna say fake news. Yeah, I hear you. Fake news. Right. This is the actual interview. Just cut up so y'all can get the good parts. Like this. Salute to everybody's here, man. Watch me dog walk Kamala right quick. I'm telling you, man, y'all better be careful what you pray for in that chat. You start bucking too hard for these people, then I got to show you the reality. She ain't a cokehead.
Go to Howard, and I went to Howard. And actually, it was in February of 2004. Olives with cream cheese on dark rye. And so remember, I'm a prosecutor.
Oh, it's going to get worse. This bitch is embarrassing, all right? She's embarrassing, all right? Ain't none of them dudes that was standing up in that in that BRICS summit that they just had the other day going to respect this cokehead. They're not. They have a hard time respecting women, period. A cokehead woman?
Have focused on that. I mean, in a nutshell. Yeah. And it was the assessor at the time. Can you perform some marriages? We need more people.
Yo, listen, let me tell you something. For you Democrats to act like you don't see that she's obviously
every like nook and cranny,
fluffier than a fucking cloud. You don't even need to hear what she's saying, but nothing that she's saying makes sense. Yeah, they cut it up to be what they wanted to be, but nobody put these fucking words in her mouth. She's not fit for the job. We don't want no DEI. You know what I mean? Like,
it was the assessor.
Didn't earn it. Look at her go for that nose.
At the time. Can you perform some marriages? We need more people. And every like nook and cranny of City Hall. Yes. Important is that we also appreciate the nuance. You know, there's a lot to do. There's a lot more to do.
Is Kamala cokehead, man? See, listen, we're not saying that she is, right? Allegedly, this is how she's acting, right? You are confused, my brother. You are confused. You don't see this Trump, this man be sitting behind me? I'm not confused. You're confused. You think you're in a different chat. All right. Now, behave before we put you on 86,000 seconds timeout. Kamala's a cokehead. If Kamala's a cokehead, type Kamala's a cokehead in the chat. Don't put the whole word. Just put Kamala's a C-head in the chat. Let's see how many y'all C's get in the chat. Check this out. I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to let her talk herself into a box.
Who's over the age of 18 as though they're an adult. You know, because it was doubling it, right? Right, where poor people sit in jail and people who have money get out, that there is no difference between those, any of the kids, our kids, and those kids who are otherwise in the system.
Look at her gritting them teeth. Turn your volume up. What the fuck is up?
And those kids who are otherwise in the system. So, for example, not sell you a bag of you know what, but it was difficult to do. It was in large part. We've got big signs. Dreamers welcome here. I've got the rainbow flag.
Box wine, former box wine is flowing with this beer.
And they were like, "Why are you putting the rainbow?" I had to get permission, but I got it. Whatever. And I was like, "Yo, Rand."
What is this?
For example, not sell you a bag of you know what, but it was
a bag of you know what. The realest, salute, man. A bag of you know what.
It was.
No, tell me what.
A bag of you know what. But it was difficult to do. It was in large part. We've got big signs. Dreamers welcome here. I've got the rainbow flag, and they were like, "Why are you putting the rainbow?" I had to get permission, but I got it. Whatever. And I was like, "Yo, Rand." So, you know, hey, Rand, how you people doing with it? Good? You know, I've taught him how to chop the onions.
Smokehead Kamala, get active in the chat. Put CHKs if this one is on pink coke.
Oh, honey, baby, what happened? I'll take care of you. They are in California now, but New Jersey is very much in them.
Who the fuck is advisors, man? Whoever her advisors is, they need to be lined the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And just, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are we doing? Well, who would let her be this disastrous?
And then, and they're originally from Brooklyn. Okay, so the first time I meet my mother, she looks.
Nah, I ain't drinking the Kool-Aid, homie. Cokehead Kamala, I ain't drinking the Kool-Aid. CHK in the chats.
At me, she puts my face in her hand. So it's Barb and Mike, my father-in-law's Mike. She puts my face in her hand.
Oh no.
She looks at me and she says, "Oh, look at you. You're prettier than you're on television. Mike, look at her." No.
Oh, my nigga, Hulk Hogan.
Oh, my God. So
I could do this shit all day, man. I could do this shit all day. But fortunately for me and you guys, right? Hulk Hogan just hit the stage. Yeah, she's higher than a fucking firecracker. Yeah, that's a fact. We'll get back to that cokehead broad in a second. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, we look like letting a cokehead run our country. Look at my boy Hulk Hogan, real American. Hello? My boy Hulk Hogan. The Hulkamaniac. Never liked you niggas anyway. Double tap the screen, get the likes up. We don't want to take no hits for the song. So, oh my God, what a witch laugh. That bitch on coke, man. You know what I'm saying? For real, she's shoveling it. There's no question about it. My man Jamel Saladin's in the building, Poker Face Society. You know what I'm saying? We just starting right now. I'm about to get wicked today. Man, I'll get wicked. Man, I'll have a drink. Yeah, I feel like celebrating, man. My man Lansky downtown. You know what I'm saying? He hitting the ground. We might bring him up on stage and see what it looks like on the outside of Madison Square Garden. Hello? If you're on that Trump train, type ones in the chat. All right. So yeah, we got Lansky downtown outside of this event today. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get him on the stream. I'm gonna pull him up and he's gonna take over for a second so we could get, you know, the word from the street. We want to see what the people are saying downtown. All right. Salute to everybody that's here. Double tap the screen, please. Look at the Hulkamaniac. I'm a Hulkamaniac.
Well, let me tell you something,
brother.
Hulkamaniacs. Welcome to the house that Hulkamaniac
built. Yeah.
You know something? Usually when I'm in Madison Square Garden, I'm body slamming giants. I'm winning world heavyweight titles, and I'm cracking people over the heads with steel chairs. And the energy in Madison Square Garden is off the Richter scale. But today, Trumpomaniacs, the energy in here is something like I've never felt. The energy of all these Trumpomaniacs is the most powerful force in the universe.
That's
and
right.
Today, this is Donald Trump's house, brother.
That's right. That's right. That nigga taking over New York right now. Kamala ain't gonna be able to keep up with this, man. We about to take New York and make a great New York.
You know something, Trump maniacs?
Hey Terry, don't get disrespectful. All right, dummies for Trump. 86,000 seconds for you. Okay? I'm gonna make you feel real special, Terry. Watch this, Terry. Look at this. You probably never seen that before. You probably never been timed out for 86,000 seconds. See, your mother should have timed you out for 86,000 seconds. Your father should have swallowed you. Yeah, not your mother. Your father should have swallowed you. All right? Coming over here disrespecting people. You don't see that man right there? Trump, Hulkamaniac.
I don't see no stinking Nazis in here. I don't see no
Oh, my boy a Nazi. I got something about, we're going to talk about that in a second, man.
stinking domestic terrorists in here. The only thing I see in here are a bunch of hard-working men and women that are real Americans, brother.
Jay Rico, Stacy Galizor in the building, Twinette. Salute to the mods, man. Kenny, Blackout, Lansky, everybody that's there. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all the blues. Everybody with a tool, all right, feel free to shoot anybody you feel like it. Wa alaikum assalam to Allah. Rahmatullah.
You know, when I hear my president and our president, Donald Trump, speak, he sounds for real, brother. He sounds like he has a heart of gold that's all for the USA. But when I hear Kamala speak, it sounds like a script from Hollywood with a really, really bad actress.
I think he's saying what's on his mind, man.
You know, Kamala is responsible for the border crisis, and Kamala is also responsible for inflation. And then you know something? She acts like she's the victim. And then all of a sudden, she flips, she flops, she spins and turns it around and acts like she's gonna be the damn hero. But we all know Trump is the only man that can fix this country today.
That's right.
And with Trump as our commander-in-chief, peace through strength will fix all the problems in the Middle East. You know, I've been coming to this building month after month after month, and I've seen sold-out crowds over and over again for over.
Salute to Maryland.
And for 40 years, I've always asked the question, what you gonna do? Over and over and over again, what you gonna do? Well, today, after feeling the energy in this building, I finally got the answer. And the answer is vote for Trump.
All right. Double tap the screen. You know what I'm saying? Let's watch Cokehead Kamala for a second. You know, let's watch her just make a fool of her fucking self. Cokehead Kamala, man. I can't believe her advisors allowed this shit to happen to her.
I think of often your question and that issue, I think of it as a Venn diagram. So, you know, those three circles. The process of preparation is extensive. And it was about finally
DBC though, salute.
making lynching a federal crime. You know, I was slow to sign on to it because I really felt it didn't do enough. Years ago, created a juvenile justice system. Political capital doesn't gain interest. So no need to just let it sit there. You might as well spend it. I'm going to change metaphors. She said it was a table. Okay, now I'm going to go with a house. I
can't believe this bitch said that, man. She is a fucking mess.
So no need to just let it sit there. You might as well spend it. I'm going to change metaphors. She said it was a table. Okay, now I'm going to go with a house for what could be days, weeks, months, even years. Or, equally possible, her attorney will come to her and say, you know, if you plead guilty, when I'm sitting there, I just want to know the truth. Like, I just want to know what happened so that we can avoid as much as possible another
bitch is clueless
from interfering in our elections.
High and drunk.
Because the vast
that's a fact, Devin.
Have so
that's that is a fact.
Right.
If you like truthful news and wonderful facts, subscribe.
Yo, bro, like this is obvious that something is not right. Something is not right. And then, you know, even as a Democrat, you're supposed to be able to admit when somebody's fucking up. How do you change it? How do you fix it? At the end of the day, no matter what the party is, you want the candidate, the person that's going to be representing for your party to at least represent herself the correct way. You understand where I'm coming from? So when I'm saying that that your advisors is fucking up by allowing you, knowing that you high and drunk, to get on these sort of interviews?
February of 2004, olives with cream cheese on dark rye. And so it's remember, I'm a prosecutor. I have focused on that. I mean, in a nutshell. And it was the assessor at the time. Can you perform some marriages? We need more people. And every like nook and cranny of City Hall. Yes. Important is that we also appreciate the nuance. You know, there's a lot to do. There's a lot more to do. Who's over the age of 18 as though they're an adult. You know, because it was doubling it, right? Right, where poor people sit in jail and people who have money get out, that there is no difference between any of the kids, our kids, and those kids who are otherwise in the system.
What the fuck does that mean? Watch this gulp.
So, for example,
damn, she's got a big throat.
To sell you a bag of you know what, but it was difficult to do. It was, in large part. We've got big signs, dreamers welcome here. I've got the rainbow flag. And they were like, why are you putting the rainbow flag? I had to get permission, but I got it. Whatever. And I was like, yo, Rand. So, you know, hey, Rand. You know, I've
more messy than Jesse.
Oh, honey, baby, what happened? I'll take care of you. They are in California now, but New Jersey is very much in them. And then, you know, and they're originally from Brooklyn. Okay, so the first time I meet my mother-in-law,
she's high as a fucking kite.
My face in her hand. So it's Barb and Mike. My father-in-law's Mike. She puts my face.
I don't believe they just let this shit fly. Like, we see it. People from the hood know what the fuck this is. Ain't nobody from the hood mistaking this type of behavior. But why can't the left say, you know what, at some fucking point, that maybe we don't got the right guy? Let's hurry up and take some of this change from all these millions that we just took from these people. And let's pick this, because this is not going to work. This man is going to astound New York today.
People who have money get out, that there is no difference between any of the kids, our kids, and those kids who
Randy says she zooed it. Allegedly, she zooed it. Randy says she zooed it. If you agree that this bitch is zooed it, man, type ones in the chat.
In the system. So, for example, not to sell you a bag of you know what, but it was difficult to do. It was, in large part, we've got big signs, dreamers welcome here. I've got the rainbow flag. And they were like, why are you putting the rainbow flag? I had to get permission, but I got it.
My salam, truth lady.
And I was like, yo, Rand. So, you know, hey, Rand.
I ain't gonna lie, Kamala give the vibes like you can walk past her and slap her ass and she won't say nothing. Just my opinion.
And how you people doing with it? Good? You know? I've taught him how to chop the onions. Oh, honey, baby, what happened? I'll take care of you. They are in California now, but New Jersey is very much in them.
Give a fuck what y'all talking about. The bitch is high. I got worse shit than that to show y'all today, man. Salute to everybody that just pulled up. If you got here from the vertical stream on Shorts feed, double tap the screen, get the likes up. Hulk Hogan's on stage. Prepping the stage for doing things.
So now I got a couple questions for you. What you gonna do about the border invasion? What you gonna do about inflation?
Well, Trump.
What you gonna do about keeping America safe, brother? And what you gonna do about putting God in our homes, in our country, and our schools? So I guess we're all on the same page. So I got one final question for you. What you gonna do and who's gonna make America great again? God bless Donald Trump. He's our next president.
Look at 47, man. Somebody else just about to pull up too. So, who's this right here? Look like Dr. Phil. It ain't him, but it look like him. Is that Dr. Phil? That is Dr. Phil.
Well, you guys look just like you do when I'm on TV. Except for you, you look a little different. Listen, I love you guys for caring enough about the United States of America to come out here tonight. Thank you so much for caring enough to come out here tonight.
Right.
I have to tell you, I love this country. I do. I love this country. I stand up when our flag goes by. I put my hand over my heart when they play our national anthem. And I'm so proud to see so many people take time out of their day to come out here and stand up for this country. And
Your truth, my opinion, salute. DMW's my motherfucking brother, salute.
I'm not here just to stand up for Donald J. Trump.
Double tap the screen, get the likes up, or go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. That's where the like button's at. Salute everybody, all the new subscribers. We do this regular. If you're not subscribed, go to the top, hit that subscribe button. It's free. And actually read comments. I actually shit on you if you act stupid too.
Voted him, shot him, and sued him. And where is he? He is still standing. He just keeps on coming because he loves this country too. I can be honest and say, I can be honest because we have free speech in America. I can be honest and say, I don't.
What are you talking about? This arena is filled. There's people outside too. We about to get somebody that's out downtown right outside this event. They couldn't even get in. I know because I'm the one that registered the tickets for the person.
Right? No human is perfect. We don't strive for perfection. We strive.
They don't say anything. They'll come up in here acting like they Trump supporters and try to be shit on Trump. Try to shit on people that vote for Trump or like Trump in any kind of way because you don't really have Kamala supporters. You have a bunch of Trump haters. Straight up. That's all you have. And then they call us shit like cult followers and shut the fuck up.
For excellence. But you don't have to love everything about someone in order to love them. And the last thing he needs is some celebrity endorsement. What the hell do I know? I know I'm.
You want to know why? You want to know why? But why they watching? Because ain't nothing shaking with Kamala. I'm gonna show you what happened. Right? Check this out. This was yesterday. Let me put you on the game if you don't know. This is the place to get it. Right? Let me school you right quick. Right? This is why they over here. Because ain't shit popping at no Kamala Harris joint. Check this out. My boy cold-blooded. This yesterday.
She left and Kamala started speaking and it was a disaster. They all left.
Watch this. Talk about Beyonce. You went and got Beyonce for me? Come on, man. You went and got Bill Clinton. You went and got Hillary. You went and got Obama. You went and got Michelle. You went and got Megan Thee Stallion. You went and got the whole world to jump me, my guy. And what I did, I put Vivek. I got Dr. Phil. You know what I'm saying? Nobody twerking. Nobody doing none of that. But this is yesterday. He addressed this yesterday. Check it out.
What's her name again? Oh.
Talking about Beyonce. Went and got Beyonce. Crazy. You went and got Beyonce. They paid Beyonce $2.5 million. Beyonce, go to a booking price, right? They say $750,000. I say 2.5. They gave us 750,000 because she didn't twerk her ass. She didn't even perform. Look, Trump addressed it right here.
And we don't have Beyonce, who couldn't fill the arena last night. But the people went there because they thought they were going to hear Beyonce sing, right? Beyonce got out and said,
You are not schooling anyone. You are a YouTuber with 350 viewers, laughing my ass off. You probably don't even have a job, and you probably eat penis for a living. How about that, Mr. Danny? You know what I'm saying? You over here hating because you don't have a life. Sunday, you have nothing to do, and you worried about my 300 and how many people? I might have 2,000 people in here. I might have 20 people. The point is that I'm doing something, and you ain't nothing but a mook. So for you, 86,000 seconds, Mr. Danny. Go find something else to do. All right, you miserable piece of shit. All right.
hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to arena last night. But the people went there because they thought they were going to hear Beyonce sing, right? Beyonce got out and said, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to endorse her. What's her name? What's her name? What is her name again? Oh, I'm going to endorse her. They just don't get it. So what happened is the crowd came because they thought she was going to sing. Then she turned around, she left, and Kamala started speaking, and it was a disaster. They all left.
Nah, my feelings don't get hurt easy. I'm just sharp. You know what I'm saying? Now, look at this. I got you too. 86,000 seconds. See, I set the tempo in here, pussy. You ain't doing shit. All right? Not emotional. I'm smart and emotional. Smart first. Emotional for people I give a fuck about. I'm just being smart with y'all. God's work.
Everybody left. We don't
Get it twisted. See how easy I did that to you? I got a whole army of people up in this motherfucker that make sure I'm good. But I protect my own self very well too, as you can see, pussy. Now, back to the Beyonce piece. All right, you got Beyonce, couldn't fill the arena. Beyonce left. Crickets. I call it God's work, not the hard work, pussy. Now, you probably sitting in your house with the panties with the dick holes in it, right? You know, looking at your favorite Mace poster, you know, fantasizing about Tupac and digital Underground video. Yeah, you coming over here. See, now you can't speak, but you're being spoken to. You're a ghost. You ever seen one of those movies with a dude trying to talk to somebody, but they don't hear you? We don't hear you. See, you probably punching at the air, typing, but we don't hear you. You want to know why? Because Tupac is still your favorite rapper. All right? Not mine.
her name. What's her name? What is her name?
All you do is to get the likes up. Double tap the screen and go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. What the fuck?
Again. Oh, I'm going to endorse her. They just don't get it. So what happened is the crowd came because they thought.
Yeah, I know it's Sunday. But this is not church, pussy. And if it was, it probably wouldn't be the type of church that you would want to be at. Because my name would be something like Pastor Pussy, Pastor Plate, Pastor Offering. All right? I'm not here to walk you into your next life. You know, my moderators will do that for you. You know, you say shit we don't like. Our love is conditional over here. All right? We love you as long as you're doing what the fuck we want you to do. Some people say it's narcissistic, it's whatever the fuck the word is. I call it God's work. That's what I call it. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now, if you don't want to stare at this picture for another 15 minutes, I think y'all need to chill out in that motherfucking chat. All right. Salute. And free Meek Mill. Get him up out of that cage. They said it was GSB. I said it was GS9 because Bobby Smurder definitely has something to do with this zesty shit. But back to the content.
She was going to sing. Then she turned around, she left, and Kamala started speaking, and it was a disaster. They all left. Everybody left. We don't need anybody because we are here. Let me be nice. We're here for policy reasons. Oh,
boy, it's cold-blooded. So yeah, that was yesterday. Let's get back to what's going on right now. Salute to everybody that's on that Trump train. If you're on that Trump train, type 1 in the chat. All right? And let's pray that this cokehead bitch do not run into you. Let's pray she don't win.
So, for example, not to sell you a bag of you know what, but it was difficult.
Yeah, we'll get back to your ass later, Kamala. Cackling Kamala. Get a load of this bitch. Kidding me? Megan Thee Stallion versus Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil gonna win. We talking about votes. We ain't talking about hoes. Votes, not hoes. VOs, not HOs. All right? Double tap the screen. Double tap the screen or go to, all right, whatever.
And celebrities don't know anything about policies or politics. So,
For real.
only difference between me and them is I'm willing to admit it. So, why am I here? Well, I'll tell you why I'm here. I'm here to talk to and stand up for the people who have declared their support for Donald J. Trump, or they got found out, or they want to do it, but they're too intimidated.
That's real.
Because you know what happens when somebody in this country says, hey, I'm going to vote Republican,
They get canceled.
J. Trump? They get canceled, intimidated, marginalized, excluded, or even fired or boycotted. And you know what that means? In short, that adds up to being bullied.
That's right.
And now we're talking about something I know a hell of a lot about. Now you're in my wheelhouse, buddy.
That's right.
I may not be an expert in politics, but I am an expert about bullying. And bullying is when you seek to harm somebody, you seek to intimidate, coerce, cause distress, fear, risk to their well-being. And it can be physical, verbal, relational, or cyberbullying.
And it's not really the psychological approach. I understand what you're saying, and I agree to some point, but I think it's the flat out being real approach. There's a lot of us that got canceled by our own families, our own fucking families, talking shit, disrespecting, calling you all type of Uncle Toms, wilding the fuck out when we first started this shit. You know? Trump 24, man. If you're on that Trump train, type 1 in the chats.
It's always...
He's saying some real shit.
It's wrong. You said it, my friend. It is always wrong when you bully somebody. And that's what's going on. Now, let me tell you what the critics are going to say when they hear me talking about this. They're going to say, well, now, wait a minute. Come on. Isn't Trump a bully? And let me tell you why the answer to that question is no. Because to be a bully, there has to be an imbalance of power. And when there's not, it's just called a debate. And he's just better at it than anybody else.
Right.
It's called debating. It's
called
arguing. It's just, it may even
name
calling, but it's not bullying unless there's an imbalance of power. And whoever he talks to, they've got a microphone, they got on their big boy pants, they got a stage, they got everything else. He's just better at it. And the same thing is true when the Democrats or Harris call him fascist, Hitler, racist, misogynist, or crook. Is that bullying? Well, not really. It's ugly. But with the First Amendment, which we all want to keep, there's no imbalance of power, so it's not bullying. It's just like when he does. It may not be the best use of energy, but when you attack civilians.
Salute, Rich. If you ain't subscribed, go to the top, hit that subscribe button. It's free, y'all.
When you attack a citizen and you use the power of the internet, you use mob mentality, you incite people to gang up and cause boycotts, then it's beyond ugly. And that's what's happening in this country right now. And
hey, GKG, I want to highlight your comment, but you got the whole effing word in there. So try to mask your profanity so I can highlight everything. You heard? Salute it.
Not okay.
But I agree with your message.
There is an imbalance of power there, and it's time that every one of us close ranks. We have to stop this now. It's time that we push back against cancel culture. It's time that we push back against intimidation.
That's right. That's right. All that intimidation. We need to start beating these motherfuckers back into the corner. I'm not saying to go out and start pounding people out, but stop being nice to these people, man. Stop having a heart for these motherfuckers that don't have a heart for you. In order to build, man, we might have to destroy the foundation, man. Straight up, man. Stop being nice to these people, man, because they are fucking mental. Dead ass. They'll come up in your face yelling, spitting damn near. You know what I mean? They're incapable of having a conversation. Way too invested in the emotions. Don't give a fuck about policy. They all in that skin banging, you know. Identity politics. They want to get into something that feel like something instead of thinking about something that's going to get you out of your situations. Because trust me, we in a fucking situation. Gas is like damn near $7 in some parts of the country. It's an issue.
Tactics.
And that's just one thing, man. It's starting to get to a point where we can't even really put too much attention on that. Not more attention than the fact that we about to go to war, man, if something don't change. Trump was sitting down with Rocket Man. Trump was going to Russia, and y'all kept on pushing it. Why is he in Russia? Where we supposed to be sitting down with the people we got beef with, bro? Especially when they got nuclear. Oh my God! Don't y'all get it? Nah, we can match their power. We can match what BRICS is doing. So what if we can match it? Does that mean that we want New York off the map? Even if we could blow the old shit up, do we want to take that? Yo, bro, y'all don't understand politics. But leave it up to some of y'all to run a fucking country like this. This is why we can't trust a cokehead Kamala. Straight up. Because that bitch will get us flown the fuck up out of here. Plus, they the ones right now that's sitting telling. Forget it. Spend all this money on the Ukraine. Can any one of y'all be I just be wondering when they let people in this country and shit, do they ever, consider the fact that we can't just go any country and do whatever the fuck we want to do? And when we do go over there, they don't care about your skin. They want to kidnap you because you're American, man. I don't give a fuck if you black. I don't give a fuck if you white. Y'all the same color, nigga, once you leave out this country and they kidnap your ass and they harvest your organs or some shit like that. And trust me, they ain't just opening up the doors for you to become a citizen over there unless you added something to their economy. Like Africa did with China, man. Y'all don't get what I'm trying to tell you? That China built a fucking ocean in the middle of the desert out there, y'all. Shit is bigger than... Yo, listen. The cost of what we dealing with right now, if the other side of the world cuts us off, and make that dollar worth nothing. You think a loaf of bread, nigga, you're gonna be spending $10 for a loaf of bread. Y'all think it's a game? No, inflation. This is Kamala. Inflation is doing better. We're doing better now than we've done it ever in life. But yet, 2 days ago, at the BRICS summit, all the rest of the people that's not with NATO, if y'all don't get what I'm saying, NATO consists of about 32 countries, right? BRICS is the rest of the world, y'all. That's saying, yo, fuck America. They just said it the other day. Fuck America. We're on a moneyless society. We're running a moneyless system. So all that shit that he was talking about, Illuminati, a moneyless, paperless society, while we worrying about Diddy and all that shit, these dudes are sitting down like, yo, you know what? Whatever we owe y'all, don't even worry about it. Just build us a fucking ocean. How about that? Build us a generator. Build us a dam. 70%. This is a real number. 70% of all China's finances are invested in real estate. They building ghost cities up in that motherfucker. There's a bunch of them. They doing lovely. They haven't been using money forever. I worked for Homeland Security in 2019, 2018. And one of my liaisons, I have one that was real close to me in Taipei and Philippines, but one of them was in Hong Kong, right? And let me tell you something. When we was going through the shit we was going through in 2020, these motherfuckers was getting drones flown to their job with food in it, bro. And they're using Q code money. They don't use paper, bro. It's already going on. Why you think Trump wanted to make peace with these cats? He wanted to make peace with these cats because he knows that he's saying, listen, why are we wasting money with the NATO? NATO is a bunch of countries. Go look at the countries on NATO. We don't know none of them motherfuckers. It's a bunch of bums. Yet Turkey wants to get in bed with BRICS. Yet Africa's already in bed with BRICS. Don't y'all know Africa could fit America, Russia, India, all that shit in Africa? Y'all don't get what I'm saying. From the ground, we talking about gas. We're talking about childcare. We're talking about y'all could go look at whatever fuck y'all want to look at today. But this is what we talking about. We talking about the price of bread, bitch. We talking about the price of eggs, bitch. We talking about the price of gas, goofy. We talking about the rate that your minimum wage. Bruh, who gives a fuck if your minimum wage is $100 when the fucking loaf of bread is $10? That's a tenth of. Look at Venezuela. They're already running it paperless. Look at Brazil. What are they running over there? Bitcoin and crypto? That's their money. I heard somebody say, well, we can match Russia's firepower. No, we can't. We can match certain things. But look, we're talking about Russia. Who gives a fuck about Russia? China, my boy. Why you think Trump won? Why you think he went and sat down with Rocket Man? Why you think he smacked them tariffs on them Chinese? The China virus. Why you think he did that? Because they up and we behind. We owe them trillions of dollars. Do y'all not get what I'm saying? Now, I explained this to you goofies before. When they ran up in Iraq, they took over Iraq. They call it democracy, right? What comes with that democracy pack? We're going to kill your leader. We're going to take all your riches. That's it. Simple. War, right? War. What the fuck is war? War ain't got nothing to do with emotions and that shit y'all wrapped up with. War got something to do with money and moving to pieces. Real estate. Real estate is, you know what I mean? Like military-wise, bruh. Whoever, like Iran, think about what we talking about with Iran. Iran is the biggest thing in the Middle East, in the middle of everything. You got to get the 5 different countries from Iran. Why wouldn't they want them down? Why wouldn't you want Iran with you when you control the whole fucking everything, the Middle East from Iran? Now the Chinese is in bed with Russia. I mean, with Africa. Now Africa got many countries, right? What was the purpose of taking over of South Africa? South Africa is at the bottom. Think about money, right? They don't have a canal like the Panama Canal that just cuts right through fucking Africa. Yet, the Chinese is the ones that's going to make it happen. They're going to cut Africa in half. Y'all think I'm playing? This is already plans. The infrastructure of Africa just updated like a motherfucker. Nigeria is one of the richest places in the entire world. You feel where I'm coming from? Now, look at what we're talking about. What do we know Africa for? It's resources. Y'all think Africa is what y'all see on the maps. Africa cannot be put on the maps. It's that big. You can fit all of these countries. I'm telling you, the United States, Russia, all that shit, put it all in Africa. The Chinese are saying, you know what? We're not going to give y'all money. We're going to give y'all technology. And we're going to loan ourselves to you. And the rest of the people that we need infrastructure-wise, building and stuff like that, to get us forever rich, is going to be transported to America via Mexico. That's why all these people that you see coming in from China, thousands and thousands, they're all clean. Their nails are not even dirty. Bro, I can't go from here to down the block and get in my car without my nails being a little bit dirty. You know what I'm saying? They nails ain't even dirty. They out here building. Okay? I think that's the only reason that we're not going to get boom. You know what I'm saying? Because America, the corporation, and so many parts of the world has something to do with it. This is bigger than America. BRICS forming and BRICS saying, you know what? We're going to send more North Korea. We're going to send North Korean soldiers to the Ukraine. You know what that is? That's a direct threat. That's a disrespect. And what do America say? Kamala and them? If you do that, we're going to kill them. Essentially, that's what she said. Her exact words, the exact words is that they're fair game. All right, JD Vance just hit the stage. Let's get to JD Vance. Salute to everybody here. Double tap the screen. If you're on the Trump train, type 1. Everything I'm kicking to y'all is facts.
Of us are, please say a prayer for Tim Walz because they're asking him to do the impossible. Kamala Harris acts like she's the candidate of change when she's been in office for 4 years. She says she can fix everything, but Kamala, day one, was 14.
That chat with ones if you're on the Trump train.
1,500 days ago. What the
New
hell?
video for me today. Salute to everybody, new subscribers, everybody that been emailing me. We're going to advance the show. You're not subscribed to my other channels, MacMean, TSTV. We're going to get active over there too. Salute to everybody that's here today.
What have you been doing that whole time? Now, my favorite Kamala Harris moment is that when somebody asks her for specifics on how she'll make life more affordable or groceries cheaper, she'll say, well, I grew up in a middle-class family. You say, Kamala Harris, how are you going to close down the southern border? Because for 4 years, you've left it wide open. And she'll say, well, I made the hash browns when I worked at McDonald's, and I was pretty good at it. And anybody with a lick of common sense is saying, Kamala Harris, you didn't answer the question. You didn't actually tell the American people how you're going to fix what you broke. And I got to be honest with you, even on that McDonald's answer, I'm not sure that she ever worked at McDonald's. In fact, I think our president, Donald J. Trump, has probably worked at McDonald's for longer than Kamala Harris has. Now, I will say, I'm going to say one thing in Kamala Harris's defense. She does one thing very well. Look at this.
Suck Willie Brown off. That's what she do good.
You guys, you weren't expecting me to be so bipartisan, but I will say this for Kamala, that every time she does an interview, I think Donald Trump picks up about 100,000 votes. Now, we're, of course, in one of the proud baseball cities in the United States of America. So you know the problem with a softball interview is that you've got to be able to hit a softball still. And that's the problem with Kamala Harris, is I don't think that she could hit a T-ball based on what we've seen over the last couple of weeks. When she was asked what she would do differently compared to Joe Biden, she said, nothing comes to mind. She's running on how she's going to be different, but she couldn't name a single thing that she would do differently than Joe Biden. Now, I will say that could be the Kamala Harris official campaign slogan. Kamala Harris, nothing comes to mind. Now, the other day, CNN asked if she had made any mistakes as vice president. Now, here's what she actually said, and I am quoting word for word. She said, in my role as vice president, I probably worked very hard at making sure that I am well versed on issues, and I think that is very important. It's a mistake not to be well versed on an issue and feel compelled to answer a question. Now, I have no idea what any of that means, and frankly, neither do any of you. None of us know what the hell she says. Now, she may not be able to name any of her mistakes, but the American people sure can. And 9 days from now, we're going to tell Kamala Harris, you're fired. Go back to San Francisco where you belong. Get the hell out of the White House. Now, together, Donald J. Trump and all of us as part of this movement are going to unleash a golden age of American prosperity. We're going to make life affordable again in the United States of America. We're going to put the American dream of homeownership within reach for millions of American young people. We're going to secure our border and we're going to keep our families safe. We're going to protect your right to free speech and religious liberty. And we're going to do it all thanks to the leadership of one man. Now we have to remember that one man, Donald J. Trump, 8 years ago, go back 8 years, he had everything. He had fame, he had fortune, he had family, he had friends. But he gave up the easy life to save the United States of America. When they couldn't beat him, they tried to bankrupt him. When that didn't work, they tried to impeach him. When that didn't work, they tried to put him in federal prison. And when that didn't work, they even tried to kill him. But as sure as the American flag still waves, Donald Trump still stands, ready to fight, ready to win, and ready to make America great again. God bless you all. Thank you so much. Let's do it.
I fuck with JD Vance, man. He play hardball, man. I like JD, man. All right, Trump ain't up yet. You know what I'm saying? Who's up now? What the hell is this? Hold on for a second.
My father, for like 25 blocks.
Fuck is this? Al Pacino?
Streets of New York lined up with red Maga hats. Tells us everything you need to know. You had 4 years under Donald Trump, and despite the most vicious opposition from the media, from big tech, from the Democrats, and even from the weakling Republicans, you got results. We got peace deals done. Our enemies weren't invading their neighbors. The economy grew. Inflation was next to nothing. And then Kamala Harris and Joe Biden took over, and everything went to hell like that. I keep watching it in the news. It's amazing. Kamala Harris is going to fix all these things. I say, you know what?
You hear this guy? Name one Trump policy you support. Not a concept or idea, actual policy. All right, try this out. Let's go read what Trump cared was about and what he was trying to propose then.
People can't make rent. Businesses are going under. Grocery
Salute, Jacqueline.
prices are too expensive. I tell a story. Last summer, I was coming back from a fishing trip with two of my boys, and we went to McDonald's, and it was $48 for a 10-year-old, a 14-year-old, and me. And guys, let me tell you, if Donald Trump Jr. has sticker shock at McDonald's,
double tap the screen, get the likes up, or go to the top right, hit the 3 dots, man. Respectfully, do that for me. And subscribe to the channel, y'all.
McDonald's, we have a serious problem. It does not have to be this way, guys. We can change it, but it's going to take all of you. You know, these days, you know, everyone's a tough guy. Everyone's a tough guy on the keyboard, on the internet. You know, everyone's a badass. But when you get shot in the face and you come back defiant, ready to fight, that's a badass. That's the guy. That's the guy that can fix the problems that we have That's the guy that's going to keep our enemies in check. That's a guy that's going to fight for each and every one of you. He's done it once. Let's send him back to Washington, D.C. with an overwhelming mandate to fix the nonsense once and for all. Guys, look at the people who have spoken here tonight, and look at some of the people who are still coming. When did you think you'd be able to get RFK Jr., Tulsi Gabbard, Elon Musk? People from all different walks of life, incredible skill sets, whether it be health, whether it be technology, everything. You have them on one unified ticket. Think about that. Compare that to Kamala Harris and Tampon Tim. It ain't the same, folks. Timmy ain't fixing anything, and neither is Kamala. We have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to change Washington, to put in common sense practices, to put Americans first, because they're not first right now. The Democrat Party has forgotten about Americans. Rather than cater to Americans, they decided, you know what? It would just be easier to replace them with people who will be reliable voters. The insanity that we can pack Madison Square Garden in the heart of New York City shows me that the spirit of the American people is there. That same spirit my father showed on July 13th, that's the spirit of America. That's the spirit we need going into Election Day. So for the next 9 days, each and every one of you, you line up like you're the third monkey on line for the ark and it's starting to rain. You vote early, and then you bring your friends so that we can take back our country once and for all. And when we do that, guys, we're not just going to make America great again. We're going to make the world great. We're going to make the world safe. We're going to fix it all. Get out there, guys. And just like you're going to fight, get out there and vote, vote, vote. Thank you, New York City. Love you guys.
Can't take that hit for the music, man. From that Trump train, type them ones in the chat, man. I think we're going to have Trump come up next. Let me go to Elon Musk. I didn't even know Elon Musk was up here, man. Damn. We missed Elon Musk. Jesus. Wow, that's Chrome. Oh, shit. That's Giuliani.
About anything. Oh, for the good old days when I used to be able to sit at Yankee games with Donald Trump.
Rest in peace, Splash. What? Rest in peace. Splash would be right here with us right now, man. Rest in peace to Splash, man. To his family, sorry for your loss.
And George Steinbrenner would make us pay for our peanuts. No, he was a great friend of both of ours. And he shared in common with Donald Trump something that I know as the mayor that many people don't know, and they probably don't realize why I get so angry when he's attacked and demonized. This is a very charitable, very good man. Yeah, I know.
that has the ability to bridge the gap with government, business, private sector, and our communities. Maybe I didn't mention, I'm the founder of Community First. President Donald Trump has committed to working with Community First when he's back in office. And in case you didn't know, Community First is you, and people that look like me. So Community First endorses Donald J. Trump to be the 47th president of these United States of America. Opportunity and dignity for all. That's what we get with Donald Trump. The president of the United States. We know that's what he's gonna be. So I don't act like, I'm not the only one that know that, right? I think the world needs to hear us say, we want a real commander-in-chief in office to represent all of our communities. I love you, and thank you.
Oh no, they trying to strike my channel. Nah, man. Where's Elon Musk, man? Come on, man.
Is crisscrossing the country with Liz Cheney.
That's not Elon Musk. That's Elon Musk. Oh, my son up there. Damn, they had everybody pop out. Once I seen Vivek, it was over. My son.
Man, is it good to be home in New York City. You know, usually I got a lot to say, but this one's special to me. I was born in Brooklyn, New York. In New York, we refer to MSG as the Mecca. We refer to it as the center of entertainment. And in 9 days, it's going to be the launch point for the center of making Donald Trump the 47th president of the United States. I don't even want to talk about Kamala. Why? Why would we waste our time? She doesn't even want to talk about herself. She tells us she grew up in a middle-class family. But I don't care. Because it's families today in New York, in Chicago, in Philadelphia, in Milwaukee, in Phoenix. They are struggling because of Kamala Harris, and they are saying the same thing.
I didn't know paid audience members. I got people registered and they couldn't get in. It was too packed.
She broke the border. She broke the border and doesn't even have the guts to tell you the truth. But that's okay, because the next president of the United States, he's going to fix the border because he did it once and he's going to do it again. She unleashed the massive inflation that has made it harder for every working family in our country. If she was around when I was a kid, it would have devastated my mom, who still lives in Brooklyn.
And you think she has an answer for the people who are trying to find ways to get ahead? No, she doesn't. Nothing but word salad.
Thanks.
I kind of like salad. Everybody should have some. It's healthy. It's good for you. But this word salad mess is demented. It is meant to make you think that she's smart and you're somehow dumb. The truth of the matter is the common sense of the American people is what is needed today, and that will be brought by Donald J. Trump. Then you look around the world. Look around the world. She said she was the last person in the room after that disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan. You know, that withdrawal is seared into my mind. I remember watching Afghanis hold on to the sides of airplanes to escape the Taliban. And as
he don't sound brainwashed. He sound like a person that studied the issue and know what the fuck he talking about.
But I have a special message to everybody around.
All right, until Trump get back up here, let's continue with the show. I got something with Michael Rappaport I want y'all to see, because I think that he used to be on the Democrat side, you know what I mean? And it seems like he's changing his opinion. Yeah, I think it's based off of what she was saying about Trump, you know, trying to beat Hitler or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Check this out.
Donald Trump, pig Donald Trump, call him whatever you want.
I'm gonna say Trump 2020 when I walk by him. And I say, let him go, let him go, let him go. Be don't do him like that. He may cry and stuff in front of his woman. Don't do him like that. But it seemed like he come over to our side, wrote a clip.
Donald Trump, pig Donald Trump, call him whatever you want. I've given you gem after gem for years, but stop with the Hitler shit. Stop with the Hitler shit. Do not refer to Hitler and the Holocaust, the actual greatest slaughter and actual genocide of the Jewish people ever for attention and political gain. Stop it. That Nazi rally that took place in Madison Square Garden in 1939 was just that, an actual true blue Nazi rally. So are you saying that anyone and everyone who shows up at Madison Square Garden for this upcoming Trump rally is a Nazi? That's a Nazi rally? Get the out of here. What kind of rallies are happening on the college campuses in New York City? In Union Square, where they're waving Hamas flags and kissing Yahya Sinwar photos. What kind of rallies are that? Do not mention the Holocaust, Hitler, to score political points. When you ignore the greatest slaughter of Jews since the actual Holocaust, which happened on October 7th. All this Hitler talk, all this Holocaust talk, with so little Holocaust studies in schools. Do not bring up Hitler and Nazis when there are 101 hostages. 101 hostages, and you say nothing about them. Cut the shit. Do not use Nazis and Hitler for your agenda when you haven't mentioned the 13 women that are still being held captive today while you're wearing your futurist female t-shirt. It's disgusting. It's disrespectful to the victims and survivors of the Holocaust and to the real-time victims and survivors and the hostages of October 7th. Stop it.
Thank you. Thank you for saying. Somebody give him a round of applause. Thank you, Michael Rappaport, for.
Hey, Kenny, we're proud of you. Did somebody say something to bother you, trigger you somehow? Kenny, you know what I'm saying? I don't want you coming back with your mini accounts, man. We do. I mean, we kind of trollish over here. You know what I'm saying? We are our own sector for this shit. Just say what you want to say, bro.
Saying.
Don't disrespect nobody. I don't give a fuck what you say.
And the quiet thing out loud. These people are completely stupid and they're ignorant. Now, speaking of the Holocaust, I always say, I don't know how they disrespect Jewish people like they do.
Nah, you know what, Rico? I'd rather you don't use his accounts. I'd rather you just be respectful and be more creative with your trolling. You want to violate Trump, say what you're gonna say, but don't get don't get shot. So then you got signed to another account. We don't want to play games.
And you shouldn't even make a comparison to Adolf Hitler. You can't even make a comparison to him if a person is doing nowhere near what they.
We go do God's work. You know what I'm saying? If you do what you gotta do. I'm just telling him that you ain't gotta. We not that sensitive over here, man. You probably just saying cursing in the chat and all that. That's fucking the channel up.
The people are still having traumatic.
I can curse up here all day. It wouldn't matter. But you typing the curse word is different. It's a transcript.
Experience thinking about Nazi Germany. People are still having a traumatic thought.
Now look, I want to get a little bit into this butter situation. This King Vaughn, I'm not King Vaughn, Lil Durk getting locked up, right? Because this kid FBG Butter, right? Damn, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be playing Vlad videos because shit be iffy, man. When you getting a lot of views for a video, it gets iffy. But it seemed like he was ratting already, man. This guy here seems like he flat out said that Durk, set up FBG Butter to get me.
Group chats. They people, not I win, not my side. My side can't.
Oh, Elon is speaking out. Okay, I'm. Let me get off of this. I seen Truth Lady get comment. So Elon is speaking now. We're gonna get to Elon. You see, nobody want to hear about that other shit. You know what I'm saying? We'll get to that. And that's what the other shit that I'm talking about is Lil Durk getting locked up and one of his homeboys snitching on him. Regular, right? Disgusting. These motherfuckers are rat. They talk all that gangster shit in the songs and then they turn around and be fucking rats. Nobody likes a rat, man. Nobody. Not even a rat. Rats eat rats. It's a true story, man. You won't understand until you go to New York and you see a fucking rat running up the stairs with another rat in his mouth, a dead rat.
Yeah. I mean, this is the kind of positive energy that America is all about.
Man said, God's work is hating on brown people coming here for a better life. What do you mean? What brown people am I hating on? What brown people? You see what the shit that they talk about, man. This is, and you can get a glimpse of America by coming to my chat. Trust me.
Yeah.
No, some of you motherfuckers don't got no guns and enemies.
USA, 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 USA.
If y'all got wrenches, go tighten this chat up, man, please. These guys, they talking too much. I'm gonna ignore them for a little while.
I have something I want to ask you to do though, because obviously we're somewhat preaching to the converted in this stadium, but there's a lot of people out there who need to vote for President Trump. Okay, so this is a real battle. This is a real election battle. So you need to get friends and family to vote. Make sure they vote. Vote early. This is important. We're going to be putting up a scorecard, okay? An early vote scorecard, state by state, county by county. What is the scorecard? Vote early. Vote now. Yeah. Make the margin of victory so big that you know what can happen. Massive, overwhelming sweep of every swing state, and even some of the states that people don't think are swing states. Massive, crushing victory. Get everyone, friends, family, people on the street. Put the signs up, put the hat on. Let's go.
And with that, it is my honor to introduce the First Lady, Melania Trump.
Good evening, New York City. Hello, Madison Square Garden. Our hometown, where architectural symbols of strength, courage, and unity create a canvas for the world's undisputed capital of industry. Where titans of finance, fashion, and entertainment convene among an iconic range of superior design, structures, and artistic accomplishments. And American ingenuity blossoms among determined citizens who race across city streets and between offices, striving for success. It is you who are the heartbeat of this great metropolis. It is you who are the pulse of this America. Yet, New York City is unforgiving. In fact, our lives are complicated even during the best of times. And sadly, today, a declining quality of life coupled with economic instability makes it difficult for business to thrive. Love you too. Crime is on the rise, while public safety diminishes, creating an environment where families with young children choose to relocate. And this story repeats itself from coast to coast across our nation. This is America. For generations, this town has produced America's most fearless leaders, whose mark changed the course of the world. New York City and America needs their magic back. A country of tomorrow that will shape our future and reset expectations for the generations. Envision a wonderful America where the seeds of security, prosperity, and health are sown once again for benefit of our families. Let us charge together with a shared vision that builds on American greatness. Let's seize this moment and create a country for tomorrow, the future that we deserve. And now, please welcome our next Commander-in-Chief, my husband, President Donald J. Trump.
If tomorrow
All right, double tap the screen to get the likes up. Donald Trump up next. You on that Trump train type ones. You know, after this man speak, I got a lot of shit to talk about. And it has something to do with the war. It got something to do with Diddy. Because Diddy might just, you know, got a break in this case after the judge made a new ruling. You know, they might throw them tapes right out the fucking window. The tapes that they worshiping right now, those tapes might get thrown out the door. So them shits will be last week's news after this week, straight up. So they're gonna have to try something else, and most likely they're gonna have to get the direct people. They're gonna have to get somebody to flip if they ain't flipped already. All right, man said Yeezy 24. Beats Kamala by a long shot. This is a dope dude, man. He said I'm going 32 days straight, and he is not faltered, man. He ain't ducking nothing. Kamala got to get on that cocaine in order to keep up running. Without her bump, it's a wrap. All right. Promote love. Okay, I'll try. Double tap screen if you're on that Trump train. Double tap it. Or go to the top right, hit the 3 dots, and share this video. Salute. You guys see Ice Cube at the Dodgers game? He was so good. No. Stop trolling in the chat, or we're gonna time you out. Not me. By we, what I mean by we is somebody that don't like you. Which is most likely everybody that got a blue wrench. And I hope you stand up. And all right, man. That song reminds me of How Do You Want It? How do you want it? By Tupac. How do you feel? I'm just waiting for the song to pass, you know what I'm saying? Coming up as a nigga in the bad game, living in the bad thing. Now I'm real. How do you want it? How do you feel? Coming up as a nigga in the Cats game, living in the fast lane. What's your favorite Tupac song? I know this part of the show. All right. People that respect me and love me, man, don't mind me, man. That's my staff pulling these pictures up to the forefront. Yeah. It's a weird bunch back here, you know what I'm saying? Especially on Sundays, man. They call it God's work for some reason. And trying to get them to change that, you know? All right, let's see. And I hope you stay. I hope he start out clapping at her about that Beyonce fail. She failed major. Beyonce ain't even dance.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much to a very popular former First Lady, hopefully First Lady again. And I just want to say a very big hello to a special place, New York, and to an incredible arena, Madison Square Garden. Incredible. And then we have all of the people that could fill it up 10 times. You take a look at outside what's going on all the way down to the river, the beautiful, beautiful Hudson River. They're outside watching this now at levels that nobody's ever seen before. They've never had it. And I want to thank Jim Dolan. He's been incredible. He's been just incredible. The job they've done. Thank you. But I'm thrilled to be back in the city I love, and thousands of proud, hardworking American patriots. You're with me. We're all together. We've always been together. And I'd like to begin by asking a very simple question. Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? I'm here today with a message of hope for all Americans. With your vote in this election, I will end inflation. I will stop the invasion of criminals coming into our country. And I will bring back the American dream. We need the American dream to come back home. Our country will be bigger, better, bolder, richer, safer, and stronger than ever before. This election is a choice between whether we will have 4 more years of gross incompetence and failure, or whether we will begin the 4 greatest years in the history of our country. We will achieve success that no one can imagine. We will have the strongest economy, the most secure borders, the safest cities, the most powerful military, the best trade deals, and we will dominate the frontiers of science, medicine, business, technology, and space. And I'm asking you to be excited about the future of our country again. I'm asking you to dream big again. We're going to dream big again. We haven't been dreaming big at all. This will be America's new golden age. It's going to happen quickly, too, very quickly. Every problem facing us can be solved, but now the fate of our nation is in your hands. Next Tuesday, you have to stand up and you have to tell Kamala Harris that you've done a terrible job, that crooked Joe Biden has done a terrible job. You've destroyed our country. We're not going to take it anymore. Kamala, you're fired. Get out, get out. You're fired. Early voting is underway in every swing state, and we are setting all-time records. They're voting, I tell you what. I don't want to talk about it, but we have to keep it going. You got to get out and vote. We just have to get out. And who would have thought this was going to happen? We're leading in every swing state. But it doesn't mean a thing. It only means how are we doing at the end. So look, we have 9 days from now, and we're going to defeat Kamala Harris, and we're going to win back the beautiful White House, and we're going to make America great again, and it's going to happen fast. Thank you. In less than 4 years, Kamala Harris has shattered our middle class. She cast the deciding votes that launched the worst inflation in the history of our country. She cost the typical American family over $3,000 in a short period, but over $30,000 over the last 3 years. She killed 50,000 manufacturing jobs this year alone. Now Kamala wants to raise the typical family taxes by nearly $3,000 a year and impose a 33% tax hike on all domestic production. If Kamala Harris gets 4 more years, our economy can never recover. If I win, we will quickly build the greatest economy in the history of the world. Which is what we had in our last term. We will rapidly defeat inflation, and we will very simply make America affordable again. We're going to make it affordable. I will massively cut taxes for workers and small businesses, and we will have no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security benefits for our seniors. And I'm announcing a new policy today that I will support a tax credit for family caregivers who take care of a parent or a loved one. It's about time that they were recognized, right? They add so much to our country and are never spoken of, ever, 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 but they're going to be spoken of now. Thank you all very much. I'll also make interest on car loans fully tax deductible, but only for cars made in America. Have to be made in America. And we will achieve energy independence, and we will do something. We want it so badly. We're going to do something. You know what we're going to do? Front row Joes. You know, I got front row Joes here. I got the ladies from North Carolina, number 249. This is the 200, and you look so beautiful. We have a lot of people, they followed us, but we're going to do something. The ladies can tell you what we're going to do. We're going to drill a baby drill. And I will terminate the Green New Scam, and we'll cut your energy prices in half, 50%, within 1 year from January 20th. Is the fake news hearing that? Whoa! Look how much. Wow, that's a lot of fake news. That is a lot of fake news. Look at that. Wow. That's got to be a record, Mr. Speaker. I think that's a record. That is a lot of fakers back there. To bring back millions of jobs, we will give our companies the lowest taxes, the lowest energy costs, the lowest regulatory burdens, and free access to the best and biggest market on the planet. Remember this, if we keep going like this, we won't have the biggest and the best. We won't have a market, we won't have a country. But only for those who make their product here in the USA and hire American workers for the job. And if these companies don't make their products here, then they will pay a very stiff tariff when they send their products into the United States for the privilege of competing with our workers and our now protected companies. We're going to protect our companies. They're not leaving anymore. They're not leaving anymore. We're also going to pass the Trump Reciprocal Trade Act, meaning if China or any other country charges us 100 or 200% tax or tariff, we will then charge them a 100 or 200% tax or tariff. It's called an eye for an eye. And I will never apologize for defending America. I will protect our workers. I will protect our jobs. I will protect our borders. I will protect our great families, and I will protect the birthright of our children to live in the richest and most powerful nation on the face of the earth. As we rescue our economy, I will also restore our borders. There's never been anything like it. It's bigger than inflation. It's bigger than the economy. What they're doing to our country, they're allowing criminals from all over the world to enter our country. Over the past 4 years, Kamala Harris has orchestrated the most egregious betrayal that any leader in American history has ever inflicted upon our people. She has violated her oath, eradicated our sovereign border, and unleashed an army of migrant gangs who are waging a campaign of violence and terror against our citizens. There has never been anything like it anywhere in the world for any country. Kamala has imported criminal migrants from prisons and jails, insane asylums and mental institutions from all around the world, from Venezuela to the Congo. A lot of people are coming from the Congo prisons. They're coming from all over the world. Over the last month, 181 countries violated our laws. And she has resettled them into your communities to prey upon innocent American citizens. But the day I take the oath of office, the migrant invasion of our country ends and the restoration of our country begins. One of the deadliest and most vicious migrant gangs that Kamala has imported into our country is the savage Venezuelan prison gang. Nice group of people. They got together in prison, the worst prison in the world, they say. It's called Tren de Aragua. And that is taking over apartment complexes and unleashing a violent killing spree all over America, and especially in Aurora, Colorado, where we have a governor who's petrified of them, and maybe he should be. But now they've even taken over Times Square. Take a look.
Border's deadly consequences.
Border crisis. Record high crossings are putting a strain on cities across America. It is a full-blown invasion.
Armed Venezuelan gang members storming an apartment complex in Aurora, Colorado.
When people talk about lack of crime, this is what they're talking about.
San Antonio, Texas, just one of the latest cities to have apartment complexes taken over by members of the Venezuelan gang.
Biden and Harris had created a program to bring them in under humanitarian parole.
I am in favor of saying that we're not going to treat people who are undocumented cross the border as criminals.
More than 13,000 illegal immigrants convicted of murder have been released into the United States.
My 20-year-old daughter, Kayla Hamilton, was murdered in her own room. Kayla's murderer was apprehended by Border Patrol crossing illegally into the U.S.
Kayla's murderer had been improperly released into the United States.
Abolish ICE.
Yeah, we need to probably think about starting from scratch.
More than a dozen people suspected of being Tren de Aragua gang members right here in San Antonio.
The gang members had been terrorizing the apartment complex.
New details in the murder of Laken Riley. The illegal immigrant suspect, who cops say committed the heinous murder, is a Venezuelan national.
And was paroled and released into the country by the Biden administration.
If they'd all been properly vetted, that probably wouldn't have happened.
Two men investigators say are in the country illegally from Venezuela are charged with capital murder and the death of Jocelyn Nungaray.
Martinez Angel wrapped his arms around Jocelyn's neck, took off her pants, and climbed on top of her. Later strangled Jocelyn to death and then tied up her hands and feet.
Court documents suggest a group of men arrested for beating and robbing a Dallas woman last month are members of a Venezuelan street gang.
The men threatened to cut off her fingers if she did not cooperate. Manuel Hernandez was booked by Colleyville police just 2 days earlier and released the day before the robbery.
A Peruvian gang leader who is wanted for 23 murders, who was arrested by Border Patrol near Roma, Texas, then released into America.
That's who we're allowing into our country. We're not going to have a country any longer. That's who we're allowing in. The United States is now an occupied country, but it will soon be an occupied country no longer. Not going to be happening. Not going to be happening. November 5th, 2024, 9 days from now, will be Liberation Day in America. It's going to be Liberation Day. On day one, I will launch the largest deportation program in American history to get the criminals out. I will rescue every city and town that has been invaded and conquered, and we will put these vicious and bloodthirsty criminals in jail We're going to kick them the hell out of our country as fast as possible. And to expedite removals of Tren de Aragua and other savage gangs like MS-13, which is equally vicious, I will invoke the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. Think of that. That's how far back. That's when they had law and order. They had some tough ones. Think of it, the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. You hear that, Mr. Speaker? Get ready. To target and dismantle every migrant criminal network operating on American soil. And there are lots of them. We don't have the same country anymore, you know that. And you know, when you look at the polls and they say about the economy and they have all these different things, the worst nightmare that we're facing is what they've done to us on our borders. We had the safest border in the world. In fact, there's a chart, which I hope they have, because I didn't tell them I wanted it, but there's a chart that I love very much because I wouldn't be here without it. That's it. I love it. I'm in love with it. I love that chart. Even if it had bad numbers, I would have loved that chart, but it doesn't. It has great numbers. And if you look at the arrow on the bottom, you'll see that was the day I left office. That was the lowest illegal immigration that we've ever had in recorded history, the recorded history of our country. And then look at it. It was like an Elon Musk rocket ship. Look at what happens. Look at what happened after that. And if they come back into our country, it's an automatic 10 years in jail with no possibility of parole. And I'm hereby calling for the death penalty for any migrant that kills an American citizen or a law enforcement officer. Under Kamala, America is a sanctuary for criminals and for illegal aliens that are in our country illegally. I will immediately ban all sanctuary cities in the United States. Kamala's gross incompetence disqualifies her from being president of the United States of America. She is grossly incompetent. All you have to do is look at her interviews, look at what she did the other night on fake news, CNN. Just take a look. She couldn't answer a question. She's unfit for office. Everyone knows it. No one respects her. No one trusts her. No one takes her seriously. Everyone knows she is a very low IQ individual. From humiliating our country in Afghanistan to the war in Ukraine, to the nightmare on our border, to her inflation catastrophe, all done in conjunction with Sleepy Joe. But he was largely sleeping, wasn't he? After 4 o'clock, it's time to go to bed. To his and her egregious hurricane response, the worst response in North Carolina and other states since Katrina, but I think it was even worse than Katrina. They haven't even responded in North Carolina. They haven't even responded. There's nobody. They don't see any FEMA. You know why? They spent their money on bringing in illegal migrants, so they didn't have money for Georgia and North Carolina and Alabama and Tennessee and Florida and South Carolina. They didn't have any money for them. They spent all of their money on bringing in illegal immigrants and flying them in by beautiful jet planes. They flew in. We just found that about 1.5 years ago. Remember, we said, what's going on? Those planes, there are a lot of planes going over there. What are they? They would fly them into the middle of our country, our beautiful, beautiful country. And you know what happened? You take a look at Springfield, Ohio. Think of this. Think of this. Where 30,000 illegal migrants were put into a town of 50,000 people. No place can withstand that. Or take a look at Aurora in Colorado. Colorado is going to vote for us. You know why? Typically, they go a little bit the other way. Of course, with their voting system, I'm not so sure about that. But you know why? Because they tried to throw the leading candidate of both parties, meaning me. I was leading both parties off the ballot. And the people of Colorado, including Democrats, are very angry about it. They are a threat to democracy, to use their term. Isn't it nice to have somebody that's your president that doesn't need a teleprompter? We haven't been on teleprompter for a long time. I haven't been on this teleprompter. No, it is nice. You saw the other day where Kamala got a little stuck on the teleprompter, went a little bad. It stopped on her. You have to be, if you're a politician, you have to be able to handle that. Remember? You have to do the weave, he says. You got to do more than the weave. But it happens a lot as a politician. It happens. I mean, we have so many politicians here, great ones, really great. Some are not so good, but great ones. And when Newt, or when the speaker, or when Tommy Tuberville, who's here someplace, the great senator from Alabama, or when any one of our literally 75, by the way, should I introduce all of them by name? I should. Should I? No? Yes? I don't know. It's a lot. Speaker, should I? I don't know. Will they be angry? Yeah, they will. It's a lot of introducing, right? Let's keep going with the speech, huh? But when you have when you're in this profession, I have a friend who wanted to come in. I said, you like speaking? Well, I do, but I have a great fear of speaking. I said, don't be a politician. If you have a fear of speaking, don't be a politician. But one thing you have to know is that no matter how good your people are that operate this machinery, it's going to break. And you're going to be out there all by yourself a lot. And you got to be able to do so. 3 weeks ago, she was saying there was only 32 days left, right? And she's reading it like, there's 32 days, and it stopped. And she went, there's 32 days. 32, 32. And I was watching. I said, this isn't pretty. 32. She was gone. And then, damn it, it kicked back on. She was gone. We've had it. Happens a lot. And don't forget, you got all those people back there. Now, they don't talk about her, but if that ever happened, it happens all the time. I was campaigning in Ohio for a very, very, Bernie Moreno. He's doing a good job. I think he's maybe going to win in Ohio. The problem he's got, his opponent, Brown, Sherrod Brown, he's taking ads in like he's my best friend. He never votes for me. He's not my best friend. Ohio's been very friendly to Trump. We win it all the time by a landslide. But the opponent is taking ads. I got 4 of them. I think we have 4 of them, right? They're taking ads. All of a sudden, they love Trump. We agree with Trump on tariffs. We agree with Trump on the border. We love Trump. And they're Democrats. They have friends calling up. Did they switch to the Republican Party? But it happened with Bernie Moreno. I was in Ohio to try and get him over the initial primary hump. And it was 45-mile-an-hour winds, and these suckers were blowing like, you ever try reading a teleprompter where it's moving about 2 feet in each? But I didn't have to worry about that because even worse, they ended up blowing off the stage a lot of it. So I'm now in the first sentence, and I got 28,000 people and millions of people watching on television. I got no teleprompter. And did I do a good job, Mr. Speaker? And he won. And he won, huh? Thank you, Matt. And he won. And so you're up there all alone. We don't go 32, 32, 32. Oh my God, whatever. Kamala Harris is a train wreck who has destroyed everything in her path. To make her president would be a gamble with the lives of millions and millions of people. She would get us into World War III. We're very close to World War III. If you don't have a smart president, if you don't have a president that gets it, if you don't have a president that is respected by the other side, and they did respect us 4 years ago, they really respected us. Iran was broke. They had no money. Russia wouldn't have played with us at all. Russia would have never gone into Ukraine. Israel, October 7th, would never, ever have happened. Would have never have happened. All those people would be alive right now. Those people that were killed on that horrible day. But if you don't have a president that gets it, you know what else you wouldn't have had? You wouldn't have had that, the most embarrassing day in the history of our country, in my opinion, Afghanistan, the way they, not that they got out, we were getting out, but we were going to get out with dignity and strength. We got out, an embarrassment, the likes of which this country has never suffered. And because of that, Putin looked at us and they probably figured we were a paper tiger, and he went into Ukraine, and the rest is history. It would have never happened with us. And you wouldn't have had any inflation. You know, we had the best economy, but we had no inflation. And inflation has destroyed a lot of seniors on fixed income, and a lot of people in this room have been virtually destroyed by inflation. You wouldn't have had inflation. They screwed up our energy, and it went up so much. And then they started spending far too much money on things like the Green New Scam, which is just a scam, just a complete scam. They actually admitted that, if you think about it. But she would get us into World War III because she's incompetent, can't do the job, unfit for it. And then all of your sons and daughters will end up getting a little notice. They'll say, Mom, Dad, what is this little green piece of paper? Ay, 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 darling, that's a draft notice. They're drafting you to go and fight in some country that I've never heard this country. I've never heard of this country before. Oh no, I don't want my baby to fight. I don't want my baby to be killed. What they did in Afghanistan with those 13 great soldiers, I've gotten to know the parents so well, and leaving all of that equipment behind and leaving Americans behind, and many, many people with no legs and no arms, all because of incompetent people. But we don't want your sons and daughters to get a little draft notice and you have to explain to them what it means. We're tired of fighting. I'm the only president in the last 84 years that didn't start a war. Remember Crooked Hillary? Remember Crooked Hillary Clinton? Crooked Hillary, oh, she was a beauty. During one of our many debates, she said, look at him, listen to him. He's going to start a war. Listen to his rhetoric. He's going to start a war. I said, no, no, no. My rhetoric is going to keep us out of wars. And that's what happened. 82 years. Other than I finished off ISIS, but that was already started. We had stupid generals like Milley and Mattis, weak, stupid people. But fear not, we have great generals, just not the ones that you see on television all the time. And we wiped them out very quickly. It was going to take 5 years. Mattis said it would take 5 years, and I'm not sure we could do it. It took us like 4 weeks. We have great generals. We have the greatest military in the world. Just a lot of people don't know that. And everybody knows it, but, you know, I saw the other day a report that they issued that if we end up in a war with China, not win, we're not strong enough. So I said to myself,
wow.
Assuming that's
double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up respectfully, man. Can we get the likes up? Or hit the 3 dots at the top. Let's get them likes past 200 real quick. Poll has 536 votes. Are Democrats too emotional or am I bugging? 65% says yes, they are way too emotional.
how stupid. Strong enough. So I said to myself, assuming that's true, How stupid are you to put out a report like that? How stupid.
Right.
Why would you put out a report? Then they'll say, oh, Trump is not truthful. No, I'm smart. You don't put out reports like that. And it's not true. We would kick their ass. It's not true.
We're not strong enough. We'll smack the shit out of China without Russia holding them down. When the last time they've been to war? Huh? We go to war every year. Americans go to war all the time. These motherfuckers ain't ready for no war with us.
They don't want Trump. I made this position a very dangerous one because of that.
Trying to get the rest of them out the way. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up, man. I had to run them some move and speak to my brother D.S. Ross, a.k.a. Sheep Sleep TV. Subscribe to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. We do a show tomorrow morning. It's called the Monday Morning Show.
Bulls are pretty nasty, right? You have about the same 0.1% of dying. If you become president of the United States, you got a hell of a shot at dying. I never knew that when I ran. I never thought about it, but here we are. Here we are. And I'm okay with it. And I would rather be here than any place in the world. It's called a very dangerous profession. But if we win, our enemies won't be laughing anymore. They're not going to be laughing. And you know what? The truth is I got along with all of them. I got along with Putin. Ukraine was the apple of his eye, but I said, Vladimir, don't go in. Remember, I ended the
facts.
Europe. I ended the pipeline in Europe. And then when Biden came in, he approved it. But he ended the Keystone pipeline, the one in America. So he got it a little mixed up, didn't he, huh? Nord Stream 2, I said, we're ending Nord Stream 2. Everybody said, what is Nord Stream 2? I said, that's the massive Russian pipeline where they're going to make a fortune, where they're going to Germany and all countries in Europe. So I said, you mean we're fighting to help them with NATO and spending all of that money, and they're paying the person and the group that we're fighting billions of dollars a month? What the hell are we doing? I ended
this video, y'all.
Dead. And Biden came along and he approved it. Weak. Look, 30 years ago, he was not considered smart either. So now he's really not smart. If we win, America will be respected, and even if it's necessary, feared again. It's not the worst word. On issue after issue, Kamala broke it, but I will fix it. We're going to fix it. But we're just not running against Kamala. I think a lot of our politicians here tonight know this. She means nothing. She's purely a vessel. That's all she is. When you see her up there talking about the grass on my front lawn, I grew up in a middle-class neighborhood and I had grass on my front lawn. Yeah, but we're asking, what would you do to fix the country? And why didn't you do it? You had almost 4 years. Why didn't you do this stuff? Now she's, she's becoming more Maga than those politicians I just told you about from the different states. She can't put two sentences together. She's just like, she's really just like, in many ways, crooked Joe Biden. And she never said to us, she never told us that Joe was not functioning properly. She should have. Because, we're talking about the life of the most important country in the world. We need very smart people. We're running against something far bigger than Joe or Kamala, and far more powerful than them, which is a massive, vicious, crooked, radical left machine that runs today's Democrat Party. They're just vessels. In fact, they're perfect vessels because they'll never give them a hard time. They'll do whatever they want. I know many of them. It's just this amorphous group of people. But they're smart and they're vicious. And we have to defeat them. And when I say the enemy from within, the other side goes crazy, becomes a sound. Oh, how can he say? No, they've done very bad things to this country. They are indeed the enemy from within. But this is who we're fighting. These are the people who are doing such harm to our country with their open border policies, record-setting inflation, Green News scam, and everything else that they're doing. But we're not going to let it happen any longer. We're going to have the biggest victory in the history of our country on November 5th. It's going to be the biggest victory in history. We're going to make America great again, everybody. On top of it all, Kamala says she would not do one thing differently from Joe Biden, which is totally disqualifying. And you have to remember this. All of the mistakes he made, and you know what maybe is the worst, but they're all so bad. Think of this. 325,000 children are missing, dead, sex slaves or slaves. They came through the open border and they're gone. Their parents will most likely never see them again, almost any of them. Think of the number, 325,000 children are missing or dead. All
right, we got to get into this FBG, J-Main. We gotta switch gears here because it looked like my boy is wholesale telling in this, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all might know what's going on with Lil Durk situation. This is, it's wild. It's wild. All right, now, but I want to take y'all back first, right? There's this interview that Academics did with Lil Durk, right? Now, mind you, Academics was using Lil Durk because he was trying to shit on NBA YoungBoy, knowing that they had issues or whatever, right? So let's take a look at this real quick. I do have a Vlad clip that I wanted to play, but I'm sure Vlad's going to smack my channel. He did before. Quando Rondo forgives Lil Durk for murdering his cousin. I don't know. That shit sounds weird, man. All right. Okay, I got it. I thought I had it up. My bad. John Columinati in the building. You know what I'm saying? Mac, what happened to my comments? Frank Luciano. I don't know what happened to your comments. I wasn't paying attention to the comments. I got like 10 people here with wrenches, so I have no clue. I'm going back. I don't see no comments.
You're like, have you played chess before or no?
I don't even know how to play chess.
Well, maybe mental chess. Because I think there's a lot of confused people that believe that somehow me and you co-opted or concocted some issue or a way to like use another artist, and I'll say the artist name, NBA YoungBoy, for promo. And recently, I was just bombarded with, that's a guy who me and you before on the phone, we've talked one time.
Yeah.
Man, we've talked a lot of times, somebody who I felt I knew.
Can I ask you one question?
Yeah.
Doing this album promo, which I ain't even really promo yet. What type of promo did I say his name or give from him?
That's a good point. But I feel like he feels you're poking the bear.
You said he's. That's his problem.
What's y'all issue though? Like, because honestly, like, I feel like now it's so. I feel like I got to be like, no disrespect. I obviously can't be.
My bad, y'all. I wanted to go to this clip and see what Charleston White was talking about this whole shit. Salute to everybody that's here. You know what I'm saying?
And something. No, the kill of the street. Got victims. I ain't got none, homie. I just got a bunch of hurt feelings. And I've been hurting these feelings. Talking about their daughters, the rappers can do it. So when motherfuckers try to say something to me, but y'all don't say nothing to the rappers, that's where I get them at. That's where they butts come in at. Right. So yeah, I welcome the hate because this is what I know with black people and all people. Just get them to the line. Whether they hate you or love you.
Damn.
It's a thin line between love and hate, but you got them on the line. They'll watch you if they hate you. They'll watch you if they love you. And I learned that from watching Ali. Ali was hated in the beginning. Mayweather was hated in the beginning. People were buying Mayweather fights to see him lose, not watch him win.
Sure.
They was coming to see a motherfucker hit Ali in that mouth that he won't shut up. He talked to guys. They wasn't loving Ali at first, but I watched them love Mike Tyson at first. Only to call him a racist in the end. I watched him love Whitney Houston. I watched him love Michael Jackson. I watched him love Diddy. I watched him love all their favorite celebrities and at some point turn on them. So I wanted to come with the opposite reverse psychology game. Play the villain. Who came on it? Who come playing the villain? Let me play villain. And that's been my game.
Yeah.
Sometimes I disagree with a motherfucker just to play the villain and they be right. And I be saying to myself, man, you wrong in a motherfucker. So I'm playing a role. I done got on podcasts and played villain knowing I'm wrong, but so this my role. So why I'm gonna get out my role? When I get out my role, that's how I'm gonna lose. Trying to appeal and win the hearts of these people when I didn't come to appeal to them. And I got all this attention, I got all this money from not trying to appeal to my people. So why would I switch up?
What are your thoughts on academics jumping the gun and posting to the world that you were shot?
Everybody jumped the gun. Not just act. Everybody jumped the gun. Because
act publicized.
No tap screen to get the likes up.
Is that his name is?
I didn't see no phone number. Frank Luciano. Who's that? Is that Polo?
No. It was a guy on Twitter. Spot News. Now Spot News took that bitch around. Now Spot News did that. So to act, it looks credible because everybody knows Spot News is a very, very and it's a blue check on Twitter.
I be chilling though. Like when that
Ray Day in the building. Don't shoot him, please.
That shit goes down.
You know me personally though.
Yeah.
So you already know. But homie, you not chasing this shit.
Yeah.
They
in my Instagram at Mac Mean True Story because I'm not gonna see the message and don't put your number up in the chat because you know it's mad trolls up in.
Whole livelihood is based off them having something like this to chase.
Spicy content.
Homie, they got deals that they had to adhere to. So it's not about it being true or false. It's about it generated these views and it gave you some content for the moment. So it ain't about. So this is why I don't take it personal. It's just content. True or false, it's just content. So I don't take it personal, homie. This is business if you're on the internet. Shit ain't personal. No trying to eat. It views and all. So I don't take it personal. This is about business. But it went viral on Twitter. And from Twitter, it trickled down. Yeah, now Act was just posted.
So hit my email, you know what I'm saying, at macmeantruestory@gmail. Don't put it in the chat because they're gonna troll you, bro. So that's my email, macmeantruestory@gmail.
Journalists used to have to have credible sources, homie. They used to they would lose credibility by doing this. And for whatever reason,